Hello and welcome to episode 86 of Series 4 of Master League Story Mode, and we're into now what could well be the penultimate episode. Yep, only 2 episodes including this one to go. We're very close to PES 19, but we've got a hell of a lot left to sort out. So since we last spoke, I have played a hell of a lot of games. I've learnt a lot in this series. I think we are going to need to do slightly accelerated highlights of some boring games, I think, in between some of the big ones, and that's going to have to come as standard next season because I want to get further than this. I think we could have done with another season, really, to compete for Champions League, to really dominate everything, but we're still well on course for winning the Premier League and potentially the Europa League as well. We'll see how that goes, because we have played a lot of Europa League games. So you may remember in the last episode, well, we had a okay win against Ajax in our first leg. It was 2-1, but we did give up an important away goal to Ajax, who've been a bit of a bogey side for Karim Diakra. Kakarot, long-time commenter, pointed out, reminded me how Ajax absolutely stuck us over their knee and spanked our bottoms when we were at Claremont. And Karim will have been keen to get revenge there. And we started well. The 2 goals are important, but that 1 goal could come back to haunt us, as we maybe found out. Then it was back into the league, West Brom. And it was a start for Mounier, his first start. There was a lot of poor form going on in the squad. And actually, I like to call him Simon Cowell Mounier, because his shorts are just so damn high up his waist. But he did score in the 60th minute from a corner. That's exactly what we brought him to do. Good finish from him. Good, powerful finish from a powerful man. And then, only 3 days later, yes, well, there's the confirmation. 3-1 against Ajax in Amsterdam. Exactly what we needed. Mbappe started with this incredible hustle play to start things off early doors. He's just an animal. You don't want to play against him. And then it was Sanchez who sealed it after some great work from James. The South American connection paying dividends. And then it was Mbappe. Mbop. Do. Oh, there's the chant that we never thought that we needed, but we definitely do now. Mbop. Goals. Yep, he got the 3rd. And that made it 5-2 on aggregate and a fairly comfortable route through into the quarterfinals, where we would face Napoli. That was the draw that we got. But before that, we had Southampton in the league, and that was a 1-1. That was poor. We had a bit of a form crisis. Not many players available. I think we had to start Hulk, Mounier up front. Not ideal. And Mounier did open the scoring, but unfortunately, Southampton came back with an 87th minute leveller. And that was a crushing blow. That really was. But we picked ourselves up straight back into the Europa League after a long break and demolished Napoli 4-0 at the Emirates to make our progression through to the semi-finals pretty much a guarantee. And then it was back into the league. And it went badly wrong. Yeah, the old foe, the old enemy, the Orcs, Stoke City. A side that Arsenal fans have very little love for, and it's mutual, I'm sure. And it was a really, really poor game. Really poor game. Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well, just to rub it in, ex-Arsenal player. He got the opener for Stoke. Goodwin Koyalapu scored a goal of the season to try and get us back into it, but it just wasn't enough in the end. We came away with a loss at such a crucial point in the season. Really disappointing. But we're okay. Then we went to Napoli. We did lose 2-1 there, but we went through on aggregate. And then the semi-final draw saw us pull Borussia Mönchengladbach out of the bag, which isn't a bad draw. But we are in a bit of a state in the league now. We're now level again with Manchester City on points. And with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left in the league, we do have Manchester City in this episode. So we're going to play Wolves because every single point counts at the moment. And then Manchester City in this episode. And then I might play us through, depending on how things go. Oh, there's probably only 1 episode left after this. I might sneak in another one if we need to. But I would like to get Europa League final. And then maybe the final fixture as Bournemouth come to the Emirates. Hopefully we can seal it there in front of the fans. And cap off an incredible season. But it's all going to depend very much on how we get on today in our 2 Premier League games. So let's get into Wolves. Come on then. So let's take a look at the teams. We need to get our momentum back going into the massive season-defining game against Manchester City. James on a downward arrow. That's no good. Well, we'll put Malcolm back in there. And then we will give... Oh, of course, and Sanchez is out. Only for another 6 days, but that's unfortunate to happen now. We'll give Koyer a start out on the right. I think I might play Mbappe there, actually. That makes a little bit more sense. It does mean that when in possession, he sits there as a striker, so it's not too big a deal. He does have to do a bit of tracking back. Not ideal, but we'll live with that. Dubois is going to have to come out for Sidibe. Mounier can play right back. And central midfield. He's a 70 rated right back. That's crazy. We're not going to play him there. And everyone else is going to have to go. Tielemans on a downward versus Encham on an upward. Yuri Tielemans has probably been one of our best players this season. And Cham cannot hold a candle to him in so many different ways. Oh, don't know about that. No, we're going to keep Tielemans in. That might be a mistake. Some tired legs here. Butland looking tired. We've got a decent gap until the Man City game. Wolves, obviously a very, very strong side. And not to be underestimated. Bonatini, Jota, got a lot of goals in them. We know that. They're playing 3 at the back. They've got a few 60 rated players. The spine of the team. Come on, we need a win. Let's go. So it's been a fairly long time since Arsenal have found themselves in this sort of position come the end of the season. Battling, genuinely battling for the league title. Arsene Wenger, well, he was the last one, obviously, to do it, but it was quite a while ago for him. And now Karim Diakra will be feeling something which was summed up nicely by Wenger's long-time rival, Alex Ferguson. We're now definitely into squeaky bum time. I'm getting the sweaty palms. We need a win today. If we go into this and lose, and then we go to Man City and don't get points there, then we're in massive, massive trouble with only 3 games left. This is a must win. Goodwin Koyalapu in today. Can he do the business? Let's do it. Come on. Marquinhos down the line into Sidibe. He's got a lot of space here. Can whip a ball in with no pressure on him at all. Koyalapu near post. Oh, surely. Yes, come on. That is the start that we needed. Oh. That's some top draw commentating there. Koyalapu could have got the goal. Golden boots. A lot of you in the comments suggesting that we need to make sure that Koyalapu is a big part of this run-in. Just for the narrative, and I agree, Golden Boots has been with us almost since day one, since the Claremont days. And, I mean, he's proven time and time again that he can hack it at this level against the world's best. He very nearly got us off the mark there, but it was Thomas Lemar in the end. Came in just to sweep up. And did very well. Sidibe with a lot of space. He was bombing forward neatly. And then whipped a ball in. Koyalapu near post. It's an incredible save. A double save, indeed. But Lemar was there. Reacted quicker, and we're off the mark. Fabinho now brings it over the halfway line. Malcolm's ahead of him. But he'll go into Koyalapu, into Mbappe. Away from Bolly. Mbappe out of his feet. The shot is wide. Good work, though. And that's half-time here at the Emirates. Not convincing. Not convincing. Wolves have actually had a few chances. Nothing particularly to worry Jack Butland. We've not had enough for my liking against this side. We need to be dispatching them. We cannot be allowing them to get a late goal, as Southampton did only a few games ago. And obviously Stoke, well, they went ahead and then went ahead again. So, got to make this one safe. Come on. Tielemans with a good foot in. And the first time ball out to Mbappe isn't a good one, but Mbappe gets the better of Bolly. And now he can slip in. Goodwin Koyalapu. He'll turn, look to push in Lemar. Oh, too unselfish. Bonatini into Price. This is nice work here from Wolves. Jota gets away from Sidibe. Dangerous ball in. Helder Costa. Oh, what a save from Jack Butland. That is a Premier winning save. Oh, and Lamar's taken out dirtily there by Wolves. But let's not forget that Jack Butland save. That's as good as a goal. That was a guaranteed goal there for Wolves. And Butland, the world-class save to prevent it. Ball inside looking for Mbappe. It's a good one. Mbappe into Koyalapu with the left foot. Oh, very, very close to a second. Lemar. First corner went straight into the keeper's gloves. This one makes it all the way through. Sidibe with the header just over. Strong header for Fabinho. And now Mbappe inside. Somehow comes away with it. In a way that only he can. Malcolm away from Gibbs-White. Still Malcolm now into the box. Hits it low and hard. It's another great save from... Is it Rui Patricio in the net for Wolves today? I'm not sure. But we're definitely pushing now. We're starting to turn up the quality slightly. Malcolm lets the defender make the first move. Skips away. And that is a great, great save. Oh, Fabinho. That is such great play. The unsung hero of this side. I mean, he's actually a pretty well sung hero in many ways. Lemar. Lovely ball round the corner into Hernandez. First time ball into Koyalapu. Surely the header. What goalkeeping. What incredible goalkeeping to prevent Goodwin. It's the second incredible save that stopped him getting on the score sheet today. But what a break that was. Theo Hernandez put in the early ball. It's absolutely perfect. And Patricio with the feet. That is otherworldly. So triple sub here. Rodriguez, Mounier and Ncham coming on for fresh legs. And to hopefully get the second goal. That's a good ball in. Sidibe. Oh, and he's got it. That's not the man we thought was going to score it. But he got to the first header. And James Rodriguez comes on. Instantly provides an assist. And hopefully that'll be the telling goal in this game, which has been very squeaky in the bum department. Not getting a second goal. Oof, that's unlucky. Patricio probably would have got to that as well. He's had an absolutely outstanding game in the Wolves net. But it wasn't to be. Came off the Wolves player. Oh, that's unlucky. Sidibe gets his first goal in an Arsenal shirt. And now we just got to see this one out. Jota now. Into Mbakari. Oh, it's opened up here. Into Cavallero. Hernandez comes across. In Cham. This is nicely worked. Oh, and they're back into it. That's not what we needed. 82 minutes gone. And they just passed us into submission. We couldn't get close. That is an inventive ball out. Thought Theo had control of that. And that's a good first time finish from the substitute Mbakari. Come on, we can't be doing this. This is Ole's ringing out. It's not the Arsenal way, but when there's a Premier League on the line, just got to get it into the corner. Oh, that's nicely worked. And now Theo Hernandez. We just look to shield it here. And there we are, 93 minutes. I mean, we played it around. We got to the first ever 20-pass sequence from Arsenal during that, as we look to see this one out. Oh, Rodriguez, that's lovely work. We will put a ball in now for old time's sake, but it doesn't matter. We managed to keep possession there for almost 7 minutes. And we do get the win. It looked shaky at the end. And Mbakari just making things a little bit difficult for us with only 8 minutes to go. But we came away with the all-important 3 points today. Goal difference, not such a problem. I think we're pretty solidly ahead of Man City. It's all going to come down now to this head-to-head matchup. Hopefully we've got a bit of form rolling here, a little bit more confidence. And we can keep that going into the next game. Come on then. So there we have it. How did Manchester City get on? Oh, 1-0 win against Fulham. They couldn't do us a favour. We stay level on points, but we do have that 11 goal difference advantage. That could be vital. But that could all be irrelevant if we don't get a win today. Oh my God, this is stressful. So thankfully, Sanchez will be back for this one after a decent injury layoff. So let's take a look at the sides for this. Whoa. We travel to the Etihad for the game of the season. It's always nice when a game of this importance sets itself up perfectly for the run-in with only a few games left. Interesting, they've got Mertens and Icardi as a centre-forward duo. That's dangerous. They are tricky, quick, excellent finishers. Icardi's been deadly in the league this season. Theo Walcott on the right. Interesting. Kolasinac at defensive midfield. Okay, they've got Van Dijk. They've got Kasper Schmeichel. Mangala and Otamendi. That's a great back three. And N'Golo Kante as well. They've done some business. They've still got Aguero. Got Rashford on the bench as well. David Silva's still there. Lacazette, Jesus, Foden, Walker. None of them even make the bench. Let's take a look at our form. This needs to be good. Come on. Yep, that'll do. That'll do nicely. I don't think we need any changes there. I think Sidibe was pretty good in that last game. We'll bring him in for Dubois. Everyone else can stay as is. Sanchez back in today. Meunier, great option off the bench. Malcolm, a great option off the bench. Come on, let's do this. So this is why we play Master League, isn't it? These events, this atmosphere, this tension, the stress. This makes it all worthwhile. This is why we put in the hours, whether you're filming it or not, whether you're making videos about it like I do, whether you're just playing it on your own in your bedroom. It doesn't matter. This is the beauty of Master League. You create a team, you build up the young players, you craft the tactics, and you hope, upon hope, that you can get yourself in a position to win something. Can we pull it off today? Tielemans looking over the top for Sanchez. He's going to put Otamendi under pressure and does really well. Now Sanchez into the box. He's got Mbappe to look for. Cuts it back to Kylian Mbappe. Oh, Schmeichel with the fingertip save. Sanchez right back in the side, causing trouble. Otamendi's always got to be worried. Doesn't matter if you get to it first. You know Sanchez is going to be sniffing around. Great cut back into Mbappe, and it's taken a world-class save to prevent us getting the first goal. Thomas Lemar over this one. The Frenchman with the outward swinger. Oh, back in. Oh, Sanchez almost got to that with the diving header. James into Lemar. Oh, you don't want to give him this much space to cross. Sanchez at the far post. Oh, he's got to it. No, 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 no. Well, that's fine. If they're going to give us that much space, they are playing with wing-backs. We should have space down the wings. Kante inside to Walcott. Mertens, lovely ball into Icardi. What a ball and what a finish. And that is not the start we needed here. 22 minutes in and the home crowd go absolutely wild. Not really been able to find much in the way of attacking threats so far. But this ball in here from Mertens. Icardi gets in behind. Yuri Tielemans not tracking his man. And that is not good. Here's Rodriguez into Tielemans. The return is on. James Rodriguez! Yes! Get in there! There he is, our Colombian, our firecracker. One of the most experienced players in this side. And he's come through there with a massive, massive goal for Arsenal. Great interplay with Youri Tielemans. They've both got the ability to get forward and score goals, which is why they make such a good duo, just sitting slightly further forward than Fabinho. And they've got goals in them, both of them. James Rodriguez has scored some vital and very, very good goals since signing on a loan transfer, let's not forget, from Bayern Munich for 6 months. But he's going to become, or he has already become, a massive part of this title push. And that is a crucial goal to get us straight back into the action. Oh my God, how did that happen? Another incisive ball from Manchester City here. I thought we'd won this back. And once again, is it Mertens? No, it fell to Sane. First time ball is perfectly weighted. Cardi gets a foot to it. Butland gets his fingers to it, and they have a corner here. This is turning into an excellent game. 30 minutes gone. All good work here from Manchester City. Leroy Sane takes it down away from Sidibe, but Sidibe makes up the ground brilliantly and finds Alexis Sanchez. Lovely first time ball into Mbappe. He's got Lamar to his left-hand side. He's going to look to run at this defence, though. It's away from Van Dijk. And away from Otamendi. Oh, too much. He did use the dummy runs, and that's fine. Lamar and Sanchez won't be annoyed. He's very close to getting the shot off as well. Oh, more great interplay here, but Tielemans has just about won it back. Oh, no, Mertens. No, no, no. No, no, no. Cardi! Fuck! Oh, my God. Tielemans dispossessed by his Belgian teammate. And that is just incisive again from Manchester City. They're getting these balls over the top to work every single time. And Icardi scores. Very similar goal to the first. And once again, we're behind here. Mbappe could have easily scored down one end of the pitch. And then only moments later, we're made to pay for missing our chances. Sanchez inside. Mbappe out to Sidibe. No one to aim for in the box. So he goes back into Sanchez. Just to get away from Kolasinac. Lovely work. Mbappe will turn. Oh, that's more great defending from Mangala. And it's going to be half-time here at the Etihad. And this is not going to plan. Icardi with 2 great goals. Second to get him back in the lead here. It's been close. Mbappe had that big chance. Should have finished it off. Should have maybe used Lamar or Sanchez. Jesus Christ. Well, a draw would be fine for us with the goal difference we've got. But a loss is absolutely out of the question. Come on. Tielemans, easy interception. And it's an early ball into Thomas Lamar. Seen the run of Kylian Mbappe. Kolasinac is with him. Does enough. Oh, but that's poor. Now Lamar. Into Mbappe. So take it past Van Dijk. Mbappe. Oh, is it? Yes. And that is a defensive error, you've got to say, in the end. I think he had a chance to clear it there. Just couldn't get his footing right. And Mbappe's shot squirms in. I think it went under Schmeichel. It was a great turn to get away from Van Dijk. That back three have been rock solid, but we get the equaliser again. We are not done. That's not how Karim Diakra's sides roll. We keep pushing. We keep plugging away. It was a mistake from Mangala, actually, that gave us the ball back, but that touch away there from Van Dijk, from Mbappe, and Van Dijk did get a touch to it. And then who was that? Otamendi just couldn't quite react in time to get the ball away, but it doesn't matter. They all count, as they say. It's a simple ball into Mbappe. This turn, though, is beautiful. Poke shot, it was going in. Van Dijk did really well. Otamendi just couldn't hook his foot around it. Touré into Icardi. It's played back. Kante. Oh, out to Sane. Just lets it drift by him. Sidibe's got to hold him up here. Can't let him go round you. Can't let him go round you. Sane. Oh, my God. Marquinhos. And then James will get to it. No, but Torres won it back. That's poor. No, no, no. Well won by Marquinhos. And now Thomas Lamar can bring it forward. He's got options if he can get the ball back inside. And he can into Theo Hernandez, who's made a great run. Ball in looking for Mbappe. That's not what we wanted, but Sidibe will keep it moving. Now Tielemans into Alexis Sanchez. Can he get the ball in? Oh, he can. It's a good save with the feet by Kasper Schmeichel. Walcott now into Kolasinac. 2 ex-Arsenal boys linking up. It'll be Theo Walcott again now. Steps back inside. A great ball into Icardi. Oh, and that's a great, great save to prevent him getting his 3rd goal. We can't get it clear here. We're panicking a bit. Sidibe can't get the challenge in. Sane. Oh, Fabinho, great work. And that's a lovely ball into Alexis Sanchez. He's seen the run of Thomas Lamar. Has he put too much on that? Can he get there? He can... No, fuck. We're panicking here. We're massively panicking. Mertens now. Man City looking very, very strong. Leroy Sané's been a thorn in our side all game. He gets away from Sidibe once again. Icardi! No! Just doesn't seem to be anything we can do about him. He gets his hat-trick in the 82nd minute as well. That could be it for us. That could be it for our season. Can't believe it. To come this far. Oh, just not tight enough to him. Fuck's sake. And there it is. Full time here at the Etihad. And we might have just chucked away the league. I don't believe it. No. Well, it's out of our hands now. I can't believe it. I can't believe we've come this far. And this is how it ends. Man City with a better side all the way through. There's no doubt about it. Icardi with a hat-trick. Oh, no way. This is painful. This is really painful. So there we go. Fuck. And we go 3 points behind City with only 3 games left to play. And it's out of our hands. I can't believe we've come to this. We had a lead at one point. But we've given it away. We've chucked it away. Well, we've still got the Europa League to look forward to. But that is the pain of football, isn't it? That's just what happens. So that leaves us now with only Fulham, Everton, and Bournemouth to go. I don't know who Manchester City are playing in their last 3 games. But the chances of them dropping all 3 points against any of them is very unlikely. It all came down to that game, didn't it? And we just didn't have it in us at the end. Didn't quite have it. And Karim Diakra will be furious. And I'm furious, and I'm very, very upset. Very upset to come this far. Well, there's still 3 games left. You never know what could happen. We still got that goal difference. And that could be enough for us in the end, but it seems unlikely at this point. Absolutely gutted. Well, join me in the next episode. I probably would have played all the games now up until the Europa League final and the Bournemouth game on the final day of the season. I mean, assuming I get past Mönchengladbach, which is not guaranteed at this point. And then we'll see what happens on the final day. Hopefully it comes down to that. Hopefully we're not already out of it. I'll see you in a bit.